guys, I am back in the UK after the most gorgeous, amazing, heavenly trip to Turkey. It was just absolutely phenomenal, the resorts. I was so relaxed and switched off, which was just so nice. I was like so carefree and not on my phone, and I went with Max's family and we were just like laughing the whole time. They're the best people ever, and it was just so amazing and relaxed, and the hotel was gorgeous. They had 3 different beaches. They had the main beach, the Serenity Beach, and these lovely little wooden pontoony sort of things that you could sunbathe on. There was the buffet. When I tell you, this buffet, there was over 110 desserts, someone counted. It was just insane. They had fresh fish, they had sashimi, they had pizza ovens, they had a salad bar, they had every cuisine you can imagine, and every single, it was honestly like torture walking through there because everything was good and you just wanted to try it all. And I get so greedy when I'm in that mood and my eyes are just bigger than my belly and I just want to eat it all. So it was like you had to really restrict yourself to not just like completely pig out all holiday and come back like feeling like absolute rubbish. But it was just amazing. We had massages there, they had a nature spa, and they had like a more internal sort of spa. I had a hammam, which was really cool to experience. It was like a full Turkish body bath. They literally completely washed me and washed my hair, and I had bubbles coming off my back. It was on this hotbed. It was a real experience. But it was just amazing. The nature spa outside, we had a couples massage. There was, you know, different restaurants you could go to. There was a really romantic little restaurant by the sea that you could sit at, and it was just so amazing. I couldn't recommend it enough. And you know, when you're just with good people and I just laughed the whole way, and I was just so carefree. I switched off completely from London, which I feel like sometimes it's really hard to do when you do like a little weekend trip. We did 7 days. I could have easily done 10 days or longer. It was just absolutely perfect. Though the only negative of the trip was that I was so ill going out there. Like, I thought it was hay fever because I was so blocked up, but then my ears were so blocked, and it was some sort of flu. The day before I was completely wiped out, and I just literally couldn't even get up to pack, and everyone was worried like, Anna, are you coming, and I was like, there's no way I'm not coming. Like, I'm getting on that plane. And I got on that plane, and then I felt fine by like day 2, and I was thinking, if you're going to be ill, you want to be ill in a lovely place. So it was just, it was too good to even get upset by it. But I felt so bad because I made Max ill, and then he was ill for like, had to be in bed for like 2 days of the holiday, and I was like, I recovered at the beginning of the holiday, so mine was fine, but I felt so guilty. And then I feel like some of his family got ill when I got home, so you know, that's a great start. It's infecting the whole family, but apart from that, it was just amazing. loving life. I've just done a half-an-hour workout. Max just played paddle and now we're off for a couples massage. It is absolute paradise here. Just given us our ginger tea and Max and I had the hiccups just before our massage, so I hope that goes. So excited.